And we're on. Hi,
Hey
everybody.
everyone, what's up?
I don't even know if anybody's here yet, so it's just us for right now. We get to hang out.
Oh, shout out to the people who are dropping in the chat and all that too. So,
Oh yeah, they'll be along any minute now because most of them are probably coming from Linda. Linda G just had her live a few minutes ago, so it just ended. So
oh, that's
people
cool. Shout out to
are
Nigeria.
and she does prayers on Tuesdays every week. She's
That's
like an hour she spends. People can mail her their prayer request, and she calls them out so everybody can pray for people for whatever, healing or help, or I need to sell my house, or I need to buy a car, or that kind of thing. So that's kind of
uh,
cool.
that's beautiful. The good that she does that too. So, yeah,
Oh
big shout
yeah,
out to you.
it's really cool. So oh, I forgot to mute. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There we go. I put it up on the other computer so I can see if there's any problems.
Yeah.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Mama
Hey,
Bear. Look,
Mama
our
Bear,
first two people are here.
what's up?
Yay!
Good to see you guys. So,
Uh,
two Teresa's, Teresa H and Teresa L. Good to see you both. And
oh, we
Mama
got
Bear.
two Teresas in here. I didn't realize that. Wow.
Oh yeah, good to see all you guys.
And Heather's here. Hi, Heather.
Hey,
Yeah.
Heather, good to see you. Yes, indeed. So thank you for inviting me.
So, happy Mardi Gras, people.
Yes,
Woo, woo,
Mardi
woo,
Gras.
woo.
Cheers to all you guys.
I had a mask, but I can't wear it or my glasses at the same time, and I need to see. So,
Oh, I get it. It's all good. I mean, just like,
uh,
having a mask or a drink, it really just works wonders. So
yeah,
it's all
well, I'm drinking Coca Cola, so I don't feel bad. That's
Oh,
that's
I ain't judging. I mean, I'm drinking like natural juice and some kombucha mixed in, so I can
yeah. I know,
respect
you
this.
drink the
Nothing
healthy
alcoholic.
stuff.
It's all good.
You drink the healthy stuff, which is why you look like that, and I don't, which is why I look like this.
Like,
So,
let me tell you something about that. It's just like, if you just like view food as fuel, it's like whether you're drinking like a mushroom elixir or drink or soda, it can really just
I
make you
can't do
feel.
mushrooms.
Yeah,
I am
so,
highly allergic to mushrooms. Like my throat swells shut. Go to the hospital. Kind of allergic to mushrooms
oh, okay.
or anything with mushrooms in it. So,
Gotcha, gotcha.
um, but no, I try to. I drink a lot of water, so I drink water all day normally.
Hey, water's good too. I mean, I got like my gallon right now too on my shelf, so it's like got that and water, and it's just like,
Do you chug it out of the gallon or do you pour it in a glass?
I chug it sometimes. I sometimes have to stop, so it's whether I'm working out or just well, because
There's
I
a
have this.
couple of weathermen that I watch on YouTube. Ryan Hall, y'all, and I forget the other guy's name. And both of them have their big jug of water, big gallon jug, and they'll just chug it right on camera. They'll just chug their water and set it down. And
Hmm.
one of them was interviewed to become one of the weathermen on the Weather Channel, and they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't hire him because he didn't want to give up using his water jug because he gets really thirsty. I'm like, dude, you could
Yeah,
have like
especially all the
chugged
talking.
that when you're off
Yeah.
camera. I mean,
Right.
so
Mm.
but they're fun to watch.
Yeah, he's got to have that water, especially if you're doing stuff like that. I mean, you
Oh
gotta
yeah,
be
and then
quick, you
and
know.
when there's real bad weather, they'll go on and do live streams, and they're hooked into like storm chasers across the country. So there's like live feed coming in to the shows, from the storm chasers, and that's what my late husband wanted to do when we retired. He wanted us to like get a van, get camera equipment, and chase tornadoes. So are you out of your effing mind?
Wow.
Like, I'm not
Mm.
chasing any damn storms. He's like, no, no, baby, it'd be great. I'll drive and you can run the camera. I'm like, I don't know how to run a camera. He says, yeah, but
Wow,
we'll learn.
chasing storms. I mean, it's just, people have the most craziest hobbies. I mean, no judgment on my part, but it's just like people chasing storms or, And
That's what he wanted to do when we retired and our son grew up
that's
and moved
great.
out. He wanted to become storm chasers. I was like, no. I said, I'm not going to chase storms with you. I'm sorry.
Right. I feel you. It's like
We
nope.
never got to have that argument because unfortunately he passed before we got to that point. But I
Oh,
was like, I'm
right.
not chasing storms. He
Right.
was fascinated with weather and storms. He would watch the Weather Channel, Discovery Channel, History Channel. It was either on baseball or it was on one of those other three. That's all the man watched. And movies. He liked movies, but yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted to be a storm chaser. I was like,
That's
no,
wild. Hey.
gonna happen, not with me.
Right.
Uh,
I get you.
I
So, what was
love
your
to sit
passion though?
outside and
Besides,
watch. Uh,
I was asking you, like, what is your passion? Just when it comes to with this.
well, back then I didn't really have one. I couldn't. I was, basically it was more or less what we wanted to do. Then after he passed, it took a while for me to learn how to just be a me again, not a we. It's a weird adjustment, to go from having someone that you're planning everything around, the two of you plan everything together to suddenly, boom, it's just you. You do what you want, when you want, how you want, but there's nobody to sit and share that with. So it,
Mhm.
it took a while, and I actually enjoy being single now. It's like you'd probably have to knock me over the head and drag me to an altar to get me to get married again. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I don't
I
see
get
anybody.
that.
I don't see anybody willing to put up with me. Is what it is. Um, but this has become my passion. Doing this.
Yeah.
Um, the first time I sat down and started doing this, it was like coming home. It's like
Mm.
this is what I'm
Just like
supposed to
having
do.
interactions with people and just having conversations like
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
I've gotten to be friends with people from around the globe that I never would have met otherwise. Um,
Right.
People that have the same likes and dislikes as me, and some that don't, but that's okay too. Um, I mean, I got to meet someone like you, and I got to meet like Kelly and Heather and um, Linda G and uh, uh, Mandy, who's over in London, Chrissy, who's
Chantal.
over in Australia. I mean, you get to meet people from around the globe. It's really exciting.
Oh
And
yeah, especially people in the chat too. That's I'm just watching it right now. So hello to everyone in the chat too. Haven't met.
Sonowat's here, and Septina is here,
Hello.
and she
Nice to
was
meet
on
you guys.
last week with me, and so she's a sweetie pie. I learned something new with Septina when she came on. She has what she calls story hour. Correct me if I say this wrong, Septina, but she will like take a deck of cards and shuffle, and then she'll just draw the first card, and she'll begin a story off of that card. And then she'll
Mm.
draw the next card to see how the story continues. And when I watched her do it, I was like, that's the most fascinating thing I've ever seen. What a great way to learn how to read cards, even though you're making it up as you go along. It just depending on what card comes up depends on what direction the story may go for the next, with each card. And I was just so fascinated. We did that when she came on the show. It was like she would draw a card and she started the story, and then I would draw a card and I would add to the story, and then we were going back and forth like that. And it was crazy. It was wild. It was a blast. And hi Arlene, hi Rose.
Hey
And,
Arlene, good to
um,
see you. And Rose, nice to meet you too. So yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was like I never would have thought of doing it like that. So I'm very tempted to steal her idea and start maybe doing it myself once in a while when I go solo, just to kind of see what happens, or take cues from chat about next card, which way should the story go now. see what the
I think
chat says.
it's just
So
always good to, just like, just like creating ideas too, like fresh ones. And it's kind of like, like with your friend too, that just like pulls a card and just shares a story. I just sense that she's probably going through so much to just want to share some stories too. Or if I'm totally wrong about it, it's just like, that's a powerful thing to do because you could really just have that kind of intimate kind of, one-on-one conversations with your audience. And if you share perspective and you can learn from each other too. So when it comes to that, even just like creating your own ideas too is really awesome as well because it's kind of like just talking about certain topics could be from relationships, it could be from just spirituality to how you can handle situations, how you can just talk
yeah,
about
from a
certain things, even if you
serious
don't
topic to a
agree.
funny topic, you can turn it whatever direction you want it to go in.
Right,
You know,
right.
but
Yes, happy Mardi Gras. Thank you for saying that, Rose. Definitely.
happy. Oh, I said it right. Great. It was a lot of fun. Um, let's see. Did anybody else pop in? Since no, okay, we're good. So tell everybody what you've been up to, what you've got coming up, and what are you doing? And besides the yoga, and
Oh man,
I
how
try
can
to
I take
do
this
some of the
on?
yoga moves, and it's like this body don't move that direction anymore.
Oh man. I mean, I'm just gonna break it down too, because all I can say is just like with me, for those who are wondering who I am and just what I'm about. I'm just a content creator who's very passionate about when it comes to self-care and wellness and creativity too. And it's just like I'm a certified yoga instructor, now a Reiki master, and just like when it comes to accredited sound healer too. It's just like when it comes to the practice of yoga, it can really just help us to learn more about ourselves when it comes to handling situations to just really staying healthy too. So whether it's like the sauna practice when you see like someone doing a headstand or warrior 1, warrior 2, to just when it comes to breath work, how you can really just shift that energy around if you're just going through any kind of like situations where if you're in a stressful related situation and you kind of want to
Right.
sit down with yourself and just really take a breath or two, just to really inhale with the breath and then letting all that heaviness go with the exhale. It can really just work wonders. And how we do that also is totally up to us because it looks so different, when it comes to our own self care practice. Yeah, Ashtanga is very, very
I don't know what that is, but
powerful too.
somebody does. I figured you would, so I put it up.
Yeah, that's a powerful one, Tipsy. So Ashtanga yoga, yeah, that's a powerful practice too. Very, very physical too, if I'm saying it correctly too. So when it comes to Ashtanga, it could be Tantra, it could be Vinyasa too. It's just
Yeah,
how it really, what kind of versions of yoga you want to practice, not just when it comes to being on the mat or having your blocks, your bolsters, and tight yoga pants, which is nothing wrong. I mean, it's just like if it looks good on your body and you feel confident within yourself to wear that, that's totally awesome. If you're a man, if you're a woman, it's just like how you can really just, bring that, that sense of, calmness. And they call it ahimsa too in the Sanskrit. It's just
yeah,
like, how can you bring that towards yourself today, especially off the mat too? How we can really
yeah.
apply that in a very powerful way. So yeah, I'll
Real
just leave
quick,
it.
I want to say hello to Lisa Rhodes, and Captain Morgan is here.
Captain
Um,
Morgan. That's a cool name. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's my rum dude, man.
All right, Captain Morgan. Nice to meet you.
It's like if I do drink, that's what I drink.
Sounds like you have his own drink. Yeah, that's cool.
Spiced rum. That's my drink if I do drink, which is very rare.
All right.
Um, yeah, I do Gikong, which is a
Oh
form of
yeah.
Tai
Okay.
Chi, and I
Oh,
took a couple of classes in it. And then the pandemic hit and classes got shut down. Um, but it was really interesting because I've found videos online now on YouTube of, Tai Chi masters who teach the basic principles and movements. And for someone like me with a spinal injury, that is very difficult to move my body in a lot of those directions. It's like I watch you and I just sit there and go, maybe 30 years ago, but it doesn't work for me now. I couldn't move that way if I wanted to. But Qigong allows me to kind of stretch and move and pull the energy in and release it once I'm through. And so, I mean, I get what you're saying about yoga and why so many people get into it,
Yeah,
because
and
it's
just like
very
Qigong too.
spiritually refreshing.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. And sorry to interrupt you too, but it's kind of
No,
like
that's okay. Finish
your
up.
no, no, I don't want to interrupt you when you're talking. I always respect the host, but
I
I just
tend
want
to
to.
step on people and I don't mean to, so
No, I get it. I
you can
understand.
always tell me, "Shut up, Sherry." It's my turn.
It's just like when it comes to any kind of practice that can help you to just really, bring joy to yourself and just really learn about yourself too. Be from yoga to be qigong to be tai chi to be, even with boxing too. I mean, I've seen so many videos of boxers who are just, in that kind of, zone, and they just really do it from the love of the sport, not just trying to get famous or be the toughest guy ever. It's just like how I can really just apply that, with the breath work and just like when it comes to the movements too. It's like all these practices are different, but we have that common goal when it comes to learn more about ourselves too. So whether you're a martial artist, if you're a yogi, or if you're just a combination of all of them, it really just brings so much benefits towards our lives too, not just for the physical. So I'll
Well,
just say,
and so much of it is I mean, a lot of people would say no, there's nothing spiritual about it, but to me there is, because it helps you find your center.
hmm
Whether if you can actually do the movements like some of us can't, but you can still do kind of a variation of it, of just kind of sort of moving in certain ways, but it's pulling that energy in and letting it envelop you and then releasing it back out, to take out the impurities, that kind of thing, which is how I do it. I mean, I draw it in, like I'll draw in energy from Mother Earth and then release it to Father Sky. It is how I do it, and that's part of my Cherokee heritage, is just to look at it that way. And not everybody does, and that's cool. I mean, that's what I
yeah,
like about
and
this kind of thing, is it doesn't matter what religion you are or where you're at,
right, right.
you
That's
know.
beautiful that you have that kind of practice for yourself too. Because when I do yoga, it's just like, I just did when I'm just like in that zone, I just connect with the universe and with the earth, and it's just like I don't think of it. I just go with the flow, and it's really
Yeah,
beautiful too, and it's very therapeutic once you just practicing doing that. Even like if there's times where, like, say, you just can't help it if you're just listening to stuff you see it on TV or if you see it on social media on your computer. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like it makes you feel a certain way. It's like, it's kind of like you having like this armor on you, is making you feel down, but how can you release that kind of heaviness, just expressing that with your body, with your heart, with your mind too. And it's just
ex-
you
yes,
do that.
exactly. Like I said, you're drawing that energy in and then release. With me, it's I make a point of releasing it out with all negativity. Take that with you when you go. I drew in the good. Now let's push out the bad. So,
Right, exactly.
and
There you
and
go.
I know there have been some areas where parents have had conniption fits because teachers or administrations have tried to bring in yoga for like young kids, kindergarten, first, second grade, as just a means of helping them move and stretch and whatnot, and learn to center themselves, to be calm so that they can learn in class. Because if they're jumping through their skin because they can't get outside to play, they're
Yeah,
not paying attention to what the teacher's teaching you.
they so
Uh,
have so much energy because kids.
exactly. They're so energetic at that young age. But if you can teach them to make, smooth, fluid movements and to bring calm into their life, and then they have found that then these same kids that 30 minutes before were climbing the walls are now sitting and paying attention to what's being taught to them, and they're retaining it better. And unfortunately, you have some parents who have this cockamamie idea that they're trying to indoctrinate their children into Eastern religions or something like that. It's like it doesn't have anything to do with religion. You be whatever religion you want to be. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Um, Hi, Anita. I saw you pop in.
Hey,
Um,
Anita, nice to meet you.
and so yeah, that's like I said. I first met you through Sharon and Lisa.
Yep.
on
Actually, it's,
Nasty
you
Women's
know,
Tarot
like,
Lounge,
shout out to Local.
and because you were the cabana boy, and
Oh, that title is, I think someone probably stole that from me. So it's just,
and uh,
I go by different titles.
and I remember laughing the first time I sat down and watched their show, and you were. I was like, what does he mean? He's getting drinks for everybody. I don't get, and then of course you would post pictures of all the drinks, and people were putting drink orders into you, and I'm like, okay,
It's
you're
just
not really
something I
getting a
did
drink.
it created
It
kind
took
of
a few times for it to click.
right,
They realized everybody was just playing along and having fun. And then if
right,
something came up and you couldn't be there, there'd be two or three of them, and they would all say, "Okay, I'm Jay tonight. What's your drink order?"
right. And it's,
I,
you know,
I think I did it a couple of times too. Once
oh
I got it,
no, it's cool. It's just something like I
it was
just,
fun.
you know, it was so fun because Lisa and Sharon made that kind of environment for people to just be themselves and laugh their ass off and just really to
Yeah,
connect. And it's just like, you know what? How can I bring that add to the joy too? So it's kind of like, you know, I'll be, because I like talking about drinks and smoothies a lot. I was like, I might as well just, you know, be like kind of like, I don't know, chauffeur or something. So put your
let's
order
go
in and
for it.
yeah, so it was cool. And I'll continue, you know, I'll continue to do that. And Captain Morgan says, "Oh, I got a story to tell you on that, but I'll share it on Saturday." So yeah, definitely, man. Thank you
Thank
for the
you,
warning.
Santina.
Thank you, Captain.
Yes, for my eye therapy. Thank you. I haven't really talked about it in the lives. I've got what they call ocular high pressure. There's too much pressure in the eyes, and it between the the fact that I've got cataracts forming, although they're very tiny right now, and this ocular high pressure causes my eyes to it causes the tear ducts all around the eyelids to clog because they get inflamed, which makes your eyes really dry, which causes your eyes to then overproduce tears, which makes them more dry. Now, I don't understand how that works, but that's how the doctor explained it to me. And my eye doctor and I have been working on this for about 2 years now, trying to figure out how to um, how to deal with this because it's starting to affect my eyesight. Because I mean, I'll be sitting there and tears will just be streaming down my face, and I'm not crying; it's just from my eyes. But it will cause my vision to blur really bad to where I can't focus on anything. And so we've been trying all these different eye drops and medicines and this and that and the other, and nothing has worked. And when I went in last month for a follow up, and he was like, "There's actually a new procedure that's just been approved by the FDA. There's only 2 doctors in town that have the equipment to do this." And he said, "If they're in your network, are you willing to try it?" I said, "I'm willing to try anything." So we made the appointment. I went in, and you put on what looks like a VR helmet thing,
Yeah.
and it shoots this like red laser type light into your eyeballs, into the lids and everything. And what it does is it creates it reduces the inflammation in the tear ducts so they go back to normal, and it relieves some of the pressure in the eyeball itself so that your eyes will then be more normal. um like I said, without my glasses I walk in the walls. I'm blind as a bat. But so I go in, I have to go through all this stuff, all these tests and everything. I'm an excellent candidate for this. It's exactly what uh, this thing has been created for, is to help people like me. And she said the only problem is, she says, it's been approved by the FDA, but the insurance companies won't cover it because it's still considered experimental and it's too new. And it's over $1,000 for 4 sessions. And it may work in 4 sessions and it may take 8 sessions or 12 sessions, or it just depends on how severe the issue with your eyes are. And so I'm like, okay, well, I don't have that kind of money sitting around. Um, and she was like, just, work on seeing if, you can raise the money. And then when you're ready to go, just give us a call. We'll set you up. You can come in. It takes maybe 20, 30 minutes for each session, to go in and do their zap thing. And it's funny because for years I've been laughing and saying, I keep waiting for them to come up with with a laser that just zip zap my eyes and make them better. Well, now they've got something that can zip zap my eyes and make them better. Not that it improves; it doesn't like improve your eyesight. Um, it's not like LASIK surgery or anything like that. This is strictly works on the pressure and unclogging the pores so that the function of your eyes works the way it's supposed to. And and when I mentioned it on Dragonfly Crystal show, she was like, "Oh, well, we got to raise money for you then." So she's always out there talking about send Sherry money so she can get her eyes done. And I keep forgetting to say anything because I feel awkward saying it. It just feels awkward to say, I need y'all this. I need $1,000 just to get started, not to mention what happens later down the road. Um, I don't have Cash App, but I do have PayPal, and it is in the description box below. You can go directly into PayPal and make a donation, or you can, if you do it through YouTube, I get only 55% of the money. They keep 45%. It's, I think that's a pretty damn good deal for them. But it's like if somebody has a few bucks and they're willing to share it, I'm eternally grateful for it. And it'll help me get this done. And hopefully it'll only take the 4 original sessions and it'll be a done deal. And maybe if down the road it has to be done again, maybe by then the insurance companies will be covering it and it won't be so expensive because they'll be paying for it. They'll cover like 80% of it or something like that. Um, so, anyway, hi Sharon, thank you. And
Skype and Amy, good to see you both.
yeah, and Amy's here, and
Amy,
Plucking is here, and who else popped in here that I didn't see? So that's the plight. Hi Willow, that's the plight of my eyes. And Kathy came in. Um, okay, I think I got everybody. Um, hi Mother's Tarot. So that's what I'm dealing with on a personal level, and I keep saying I need to sit down and make a video and show some of the stuff that they gave me this packet about how it works and what it does and explain to people, what it is that I'm asking help for. It's just awkward for me to ask for help for anyone. I'm the first one to offer it, but it's awkward to ask for it. So, and I've had a few people that have been fussing at me. And they're going out and saying something and they're fussing at me because I haven't gone out and said anything. So I'm saying something. And if you can contribute a couple of dollars, awesome. Thank you very much. It's going for a good cause. And if you can't, that's okay too. Just spread the word. I promise I'm going to try to get a video put together by this coming weekend that I can then just post. And then if anybody wants to share it on their social media, they can, kind of thing. So enough about me. Let's go back to Jay. He's the guest.
No, I'm just gonna pray for you too, Sherry, and I'll support you however I can too. Get a chance. So just, I didn't know you're going through that too. So just
Well, it just came about like a couple weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago. So, and I haven't really talked about it that much, just a couple of times. It's just because it's awkward. I feel weird.
yeah.
um, but anyway, so what else have you got on your plate besides? Because you're doing all kinds of stuff now.
I just do my own thing, honestly. Just usually on Mondays I go live, connect with people, talk about different topics, and sharing kind of practices that can help them just stick around their energy and just bring some clarity towards them, or just if you want to, if anyone's curious about a question or want to talk about certain things, I usually pull cards for them, do some readings, and just like it, whatever we talk about, it can go in so many ways, and you won't get bored when it comes to just like with my own content like I have on YouTube, especially when it comes to with me, because like I used to go live like every other couple of days, but now I just do it Mondays and Saturdays. I just make more space for if a client wants me to just like book a Reiki session or a yoga class or essential oil consultation, or just like or just me working out too. So it's just like with me, I'm just doing my own thing and just connecting with people, being there for people, and just, service, and just living my best life. Honestly, it's just building my YouTube channel, see how it goes, and just being who I am. So it's just like, even though I'm a guest, I
Your
mean,
normal, lovable self.
exactly, that's what you can do. Just like just be who you are and never being afraid to do that, whether no matter what age, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, etc. So definitely.
Cool. Oh, that's interesting, Willow. Well, honey, tag me when you have more info. I mean, if it's not for me, could be for somebody else down the line.
Thank you, Tipsy. Appreciate that.
You never know. Uh, oh, bless. Okay. Cool. And thank you, Anita. I appreciate. I will take all the prayers. I've
Yeah.
had several Reiki people who have said, I'm sending Reiki at you," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, do it. I will
Reiki
take
is
it
so
because
beautiful.
maybe it will work in such a way that I won't have to do the procedure, or maybe I won't have to do extra sessions, or who knows." But anyway,
Yeah.
thank y'all, everyone, for your generosity. I do appreciate it. Um, okay, so I've got them putting some questions in now.
Cool. Okay.
I'm going to start. Um, we can start answering. Uh, do you have a preference on what kind of questions you take, or are
I
you
just,
open for anything? I mean,
I don't do anything medical or legal, so that's my only.
right, right.
That's
That
it.
goes without saying.
Other than
Yeah.
that, I could politics or current events or relationships. I'm totally open book. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let me. Rose, I don't understand your question.
I
Who
think
do you
she
have to pay as
preferred
a guest?
PayPal, because I know she was talking about that earlier. Maybe.
Oh, if you're talking about PayPal, it's there's a direct link in the description box below for my PayPal. You could just click on the link and go in and do it. Um, all of Jay's links to his social media, his YouTube channel, all that stuff.
I got a bunch of them too, so it's in my
And
link
he's got a
tree.
bunch. I just put the LinkedIn link
Yeah,
is what I put.
it's a
It's
bunch.
like,
It's
I'm not
all in
putting
my
all
link
that.
tree. Thank you.
You already did it for me. It's all in one shot. So all of his stuff is
Yeah,
in there.
shout out to
So
Sharon Stipe. She's
please go and subscribe, like, and share to Jay's channel.
yeah. Feel free, guys. Thank
Go
you.
watch. You might pick up some stuff for yoga stuff, like we've been talking, for just wellness and everything. So uh, uh, thank you, Sharon. Sharon's putting the links in the chat for us, so
Cool.
that will help tremendously.
Definitely.
Makes it easier for y'all, and it's nothing you have to do right this second. It can certainly wait till the show is over. Um, but okay, I think we've got 4 to date.
Okay.
Sorry, 5 to date. Okay, here's who I have. I have Amy, Mama Bear, Anita, um, and Kathy.
Okay.
Yes, I have 4. I thought it was 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
I'm losing it. Okay, so start off with is Mama Bear,
Mama
and
Bear. Okay.
she would like to know What does spirit need me to know?
Oh, that's a simple question. All right.
All right, let's see what we got. If the shuffle is too loud, let me know and I'll mute.
Sometimes people like the sound of shuffling cards.
Some people, yeah, it's like ASMR or something for them.
Mhm.
They enjoy the sound of the card shuffling.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, this one next. Oh, and Jay, I think you have a fun deck too. I just got a new fun deck.
Which one is it?
It is this one.
Oh, okay. I think Kelly has that one, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's hilarious.
Nice,
I've
nice.
been using it on everybody.
That's dope. Nothing wrong with.
Depending on who the guest is, depends on if I take the really bad
Hey,
ones
I'll take
out
one too.
and go to the next card.
Yeah.
The Lady G was on with me Saturday. I don't know, one day, over the weekend, and I didn't want to offend her. So if any of them came up that were really bad, I put it on the side. It was like, let's go to the next card. And then when she found out I was doing that, she was like, I've probably heard worse words than you'll ever bring out the card deck. Because she served in the military. She's a veteran. Yeah.
Okay. Salute to her.
So,
Okay, Mama Bear, I got 3 cards for you, and just feel free to let me know if these cards resonate for you at this time. So, with the first message that I have for you, just like what Spirit, what it has for you today is all about when it comes to awakening, just really being open to that, to really just awaken, to grow, to blossom in your own way too. Just when it comes to your own self-care and spiritual routine, just when it comes to awakening, it's kind of like really just taking the time for yourself, being open to doing that for yourself, to awaken, to evolve and blossom and grow in your own right when it comes to this message. And just like how you awaken to the blossom, and just really making a strategy of that too, just really feeling that from the inside out, connecting with your mind, your heart, your body, just really making some plans, just how you want to just awaken to just evolve in your own right. Also, when it comes to your own well-being, for you as a woman, especially as a human being too, just really making a plan of some sorts when it comes to this message, when it comes to strategy. And when you do that, also taking action to do things that really bring you so much joy, from that ecstasy feeling, from a healthy place. So whether, when it comes to anything that just helps you to awaken, just really making a plan of that and just really go for it. Just really doing anything that just really brings you so much joy to your body, to your heart, to your mind, in your relationships. And just really going with that also when it comes to this message from Dionysus. And this is a beautiful message because, Mardi Gras is all about celebration. And this guy, represents, when it comes to celebration, the Greek god, when it comes to drinks and all that and wine. So it's really, having fun with that, Mama Bear, just doing anything that just really helps you to awaken and just really bring you so much joy. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully that was helpful.
awesome. Hi, Teresa TK. She's in the
Teresa,
house.
okay, what's up?
Hugs to you, my dear.
Big
And
hugs to you.
DCJ is here. And did anybody else pop in that I missed?
Shout out to Teresa K. I love her recipes and smoothies and all
Oh,
that.
she is such a
Always-
sweetie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Mama Bear. We started out with Sweat Lodge.
Ooh,
Basically, what Spirit is telling you is time to clear out the gunk. The gunk in your life, the gunk in your closet, the gunk in the attic, whatever it may be. It's time for you to do some clearing and cleansing, is what they're letting you know. And then I pulled Take Charge. You got this. Enjoy the ride. So once you clean out the gunk, you're going to be able to go and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be very self-fulfilling to know that you've got all of this mess cleaned out. And then we're going to end with the fun deck. It says, be here now. Come on, inner peace. I don't have all day. See, that's me. That's why the Gikong is helpful for me, because I have a hard time quieting my brain to meditate. And when I do the Gikong, it allows me to kind of get into that headspace that I normally have trouble getting into. So anyway, I hope that resonated for you, Mama Bear.
Much love to Mama Bear. Her Instagram is awesome. I always learn some.
Oh, I know. I'm pulling
always
stuff
going.
off of hers all the time.
Oh yeah. So shout out to Mama Bear.
And all right, next up is Anita.
Anita, okay.
May I have a 2 card from Guides?
Of course.
I think we can do that.
Use my divine cards. Let's see.
Hugs and love to you too, Sharon Sipe. She's always sending hugs and love to everybody, just like Tuesday.
Yeah, right back at you, Sharon. Definitely.
Yeah.
With a beer, yes, Rose. Of course. Drinking responsibly and freely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the tip, Willow. I'll look into that. She's talking about Jose Silva methodology. Teaches you how to start meditating at the alpha level and gamma levels of the brain waves.
Interesting.
Yeah. I will definitely be looking into that. Anything that makes it easier. Oh, now that's interesting. Counting backwards from 100 to 0 before trying to meditate will move you into a deeper meditation. Huh. I never knew that. I'm going to try that tonight. Very good. Hi, Roxy.
I got 2 cards for Anita for her message, her question for today too. And feel free to let me know if these cards resonate for you, Anita. And again, too, the Greek gods are full effect in these messages today, because the first message that I have for you is all about strength. So just really connect with your inner strength when it comes to this divine feminine message here. When it comes to angel matching here too, it's kind of like, with this powerful Amazon presence here too, when it comes to this beautiful message here, just really connecting with your inner strength, just really feeling that from the inside out, with your body, with your heart, with your mind, and just really connecting with that from a very healthy place. And just like for you to really just finding your inner strength, inner warrior too, like, your inner Wonder Woman or Xena, the warrior princess. How it feels to you too. I mean, just really connecting with your inner strength and just not being afraid to express that with all confidence. So really taking action to just be who you are and just really being confident within yourself too. Just, expressing that, taking action to really just, express your confidence from a healthy place, not being afraid of who you are when it comes to this inner warrior too, when it comes to these 2 messages right here. So when it comes to inner strength, when it comes to angel magic, just really connecting with that from the inside out and just really taking action to express that confidence from a healthy place as well, taking action with that, with this divine masculine message here too. And if any of these messages resonate with you, to you, and you got this. So that's what I got.
All right. Well, I was busy playing in the chat. Jade went right on through.
That's all right. It's your show.
Okay. I need to shuffle real quick. Okay. First off, I pulled was the balsamic mood. a time for healing. So take this time to do some deep inner work for healing emotionally and spiritually. I just really feel like they're saying it's just a time for you to kind of mend some of your own broken hearts, some of your own broken spirit, wherever it is that you've been having difficulty with dealing with others. Um, and then I drew elder gods. So this is spirit just telling you they're there for you. They've got the elders watching over you. They're there to help you pull through whatever it is that that's on your heart, on your mind, that maybe you haven't spoken aloud, maybe you haven't even accepted it to yourself yet, but that they're there for you regardless, no matter what. And then, because everybody gets a fun card until I get tired of this deck, and it says, and you're cute as hell. 0 fucks given. Just a little play on words.
It's kind of like with the confidence card too. So it kind of 0 fucks given, just being confident with that. So definitely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
hmm
What deck is that?
Oh, this deck I'm using the Gods and Titans by Stacey DeMarco. So this is
Oh,
one.
okay. I
Excellent.
love the cards that you were putting up.
Oh, thank you.
Those are beautiful.
I mean, it's really beautiful. So it's like the Gods and Titans deck too.
I
It's like,
love that really vibrant artwork, very color saturated. That's what I'm drawn to. Some people like the opposite. I like the deeper saturation of colors. Okay, let's see. Amy is up next. Wow, Amy. Bless your heart, baby. Thank you, Anita. I'm glad that resonated with you.
You're welcome, Anita. Many blessings.
Oh, okay, Captain Morgan. Yes, I believe so. I believe you don't have to be a member of PayPal to send money to someone in PayPal. You should be able to do it just as a guest, or you could just do a super chat or something if you want. Whatever's easiest for you. I just appreciate the offer, the thoughts and the prayers, and and if you can't give anything, just spread the word. Let people know. Send them my channel, and they can go and scope it out and see.
Thank you, Roxy. Roxy, I appreciate that.
Jay has a beautiful voice.
I get that a lot, so I'm going to embrace it. So thank you.
I'm still waiting for some of that barbecue from your dad.
Oh, you still remember that? Okay. Good memory.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't ever forget food, honey.
You got that elephant.
Look at me. I never forget food.
I was like, whoa. I was like, wait, now I just got it.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I think we were in a barbecue conversation.
Oh, wow. That's good memory.
Hey, PD, how you doing?
What's up, PD?
PD Connects. Okay. Now y'all just watch me shuffle this deck several times.
Okay, Amy, I got two cards for you too. So actually, I'm gonna draw one more for you too, just to bring some clarity. I have some two cards for you, but I'll pull one more for you too, just when it comes to this message. So I do feel some heaviness too, just like at the gate. Not trying to scare you, but just what I feel from the energy of it. I'm gonna share some messages for you that hopefully they're helpful too when it comes to your situation. So I'm going to share the first three cards that I have for you, Amy. And it's just like when it comes to, release, I do sense some heaviness too, just when it comes to what you're going through. I mean, I totally get it. It's just like, when it comes to situations changing too, when it comes to, your living situation, it's just like, it could bring, a lot of, heavy energy towards us. And if just when it comes to this message for you, just really taking the time for yourself to just really releasing anything that's just no longer needed to when it comes for your own well-being. So kind of like, any kind of heaviness or just like when it comes to that as well, just really, taking the time for yourself to just release that, surrendering that towards the earth, towards the universe, how it really feels to you, how you do that. Just really being open to releasing for yourself when it comes to your situation and just really addressing those fears too from the inside. So when it comes to this divine feminine message, when it comes to fears, it's just like, the fear of change or the fear of just, when it comes to any kind of situation that's just really, brought towards us, it can really just make us feel a certain way too. So when it comes to these two messages, Amy, when it comes to just releasing those kind of fears, just really, doing that for yourself and how you do that also, it can really just be powerful. So when it comes to just, releasing those kind of fears too, and just like, for yourself, also for your well-being, just, just really doing that for yourself when it comes to your own well-being. And just like, to help you take action with that is to inquire any kind of information, just like when it comes to just inquire from when it comes to this message from Apollo, just really inquire any kind of like information when it comes to if like things change, if you need to just, learn something new, inquire information, and just really doing that from a healthy place to just really taking action to just inquire anything, just when it comes to just how you can really just let all this fear go and just really, learn something new or just really learning some new information, just really inquiring that from a healthy place when it comes to your own life also, and especially for your own well-being, for your body, your heart, your mind, etc. So with these three messages for you, Amy, when it comes to releasing, with the first one, and then when it comes to fear, just really addressing that from the inside out and just really taking action to acquire any kind of new information for yourself and for your situation also. Just really taking that, to heart and towards your mind too, if these any of these messages resonate. And much love to you, Amy. So that's
Okay, Amy, there. Willow and Lisa both had some very encouraging words that they were feeling. I'm going to post them up here. And, I mean, because I know you and I have had this discussion several times already. And Willow kind of very succinctly put into words what was kind of in the back of my head, and I hadn't quite figured out how to phrase it. She did it for me. And then Lisa also put this in, which is something I've said to you before in the past, is start looking for options even before you leave, try to leave and go to England. Start looking for options of just a place, because there are groups, there are programs designed to help, especially someone who has disabilities and needs, extra help with things, to help you get out and get on your own 2 feet. So just something to think about. Something that at least start looking at options that you might have, if nothing else. Whether you have to actually do anything, just having the options is going to give you a stronger spirit when dealing with this. Um, because the first card I pulled was completion, destiny, and success. So whatever your decision is that you make, it's you're going to be successful at it. Um, I know you're trying to get to England because that's where you want to live, and I get that. And everybody's working hard at trying to get you there. You're just not there yet. So in the meantime, you got to work on some other options. Then I pulled balsamic moon, a time for healing. So, it might have been something your mother said in a time of anger or just being tired and she took it out on you, which she shouldn't. It's not your fault if she has a bad day. Um, but at the same time, you need to start looking into how am I going to get around this? How am I going to protect myself? Just like Jay was saying in his cards, how do I approach this? How do I boost myself up so that if push comes to shove, quite literally, at least you've got somewhere to land or to hopefully be able to just pack up and go before it even gets to that point. Just be like, you want me out? Bye, I'm gone, and leave. Um,
Yeah.
so, it's you never know what spirits got in. You never, because she's saying this.
Hmm. Right.
And it's a difficulty. I mean, just all you can do at this point is try to prepare yourself, try to have options, and just keep working on manifesting getting to England. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. Everything could just click, 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 and fall right into place. And
Yeah.
underneath the dirt, you're out the door. So, um, we'll all keep praying for you on it. We're gonna all keep you in our thoughts
Sure.
and keep it going. And the last thing I pulled for you was the fun card. It says practice radical acceptance. You be you. And you don't have to be anybody else. And that's where you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um
Much love, Amy.
all right. Next up is Kathy Ritchie. And looks like it's kind of a more on a political end.
Cheeto man, Trump. Huh?
I'm going to make a comment here, and this is not spirit. This is Sherry talking here, my opinion. President Obama had put into effect laws to make the protection of people that are on the routes of where these trains run and and higher restrictions for the companies to provide greater um, protections when they're shipping this kind of stuff. And that was in effect when he left office. And then when the Orange Cheetos showed up, he immediately backtracked that law and allowed it to get thrown back out with the help of the Supreme Court and many friends. Um, the governor in Ohio from what I was reading this morning, has been in the pocket of several big business companies and whatnot. One of which is the company whose stuff spilled all over in Ohio. Um, and from what I've read, also, the chemicals have gotten into the river, the Ohio River, which that's going to affect more than just the people in that area. That's everybody downstream is going to be affected by this. All because somebody wanted to save a few bucks to give to the board rather than make their shipment safer. And this company not only needs to be fined for that, but they need to pay for the cleanup and for the people that have been harmed because of it. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. That was Sherry's opinion. Let's see. This,
Orange cheetah, yeah. He is
who
cheetah.
came up with that originally?
What?
Orange Cheeto. Who was the one that?
You mean like the chips in general?
No. I mean, calling Trump that.
I don't know. I call him Cheetah Man because the way his skin tone is and his hair.
That unnatural orange color.
Yeah, and my mom before she passed, she mentioned like how he loves like McDonald's and fast food, and it kind of makes sense of how his taste buds were. Because I know he probably did something with the basketball team, like they want to have a dinner at the White House, and then he offered him McDonald's when he was the president at the time. I don't know if it was true. I was like,
In his first year, second year in office, and whatever the college teams that won, like the college championship, which is a big deal. And the winning team almost always gets invited to the White House for a
yeah,
special dinner and and a congratulations and that kind of stuff. And they're always usually treated to these big, fancy, schmancy, state like dinners, which most of them look really forward to because they'll never be around that kind of stuff again for a lot of them. Be the one and only time they get to experience that. And he literally had tables laid out of McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell and all of these fast food places. I mean, and there was actual
that's what I was talking about.
audio and video caught of some of the players as they were walking through being like,
It's like really.
really? He's
That's what I
serving
was talking about. It's like
he's serving us cold McDonald's and Burger King. I mean,
I was like, wow, it's so insulting.
and the backlash that he got from that, he just didn't seem to understand why people thought it was horrific. Because the following year he did the same damn thing again. And half of the team didn't show up. Because they were like, yeah, if I want McDonald's, I'll go to McDonald's myself. I mean, no offense to McDonald's.
You're right.
I eat there all the time. I probably shouldn't.
Right?
But I
Right.
do
Who wants
because
cold burgers and fries? It's
yeah,
just
it's
insulting, especially to us.
I mean, I can go on the app on my phone and I can get a burger, fries, and Coke for like under $3
Yeah.
because of the discounts you get if you go through the app on your phone. And I can go pull in to the curbside spot. They bring it out to me. Wham, bam, I'm done and I'm back to work and still have time left for lunch.
Yeah.
So, yay for McDonald's because most of the other fast food places can't seem to get it together when it comes to doing their app and doing that kind of stuff. And McDonald's is just like zoom, 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 just no problems.
But still, it's like for for him to do that, I was like, my mom was right about this guy. It's like, wow. I just shook my head because it was crazy. So, but what I have for Kathy's question, I feel like the people in Ohio, when it comes to that situation, I think like his energy is not wanted, so they're like manifesting some plans to get rid of him. I'm not saying that saying that respectfully. It's just like his energy is not wanted. It's like they're really just like want to manifest that from within too. through what they're going through. And it's just like his energy too when it comes to Trump. It's like not wanted, so they probably want to get rid of that in some ways too, taking action with that. Just like when it comes to just not listening to what he's saying, just really like not paying attention, get rid of any kind of like thoughts that he has to say or anything like that because he's not the president. And it's just like, sometimes he's, off his rocker too. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just really sensing the energy from when it comes to this question, Kathy's question. It just feels like his energy is not wanted. I really got a blank feeling. So it's kind of like, like, like they don't want to listen to what he's talking about too. So you're really trying to manifest that when it comes to this message right here too with magic and just like and they really want to just like take action to just get rid of it too. So it's kind of like they don't want nothing here, nothing what they want to just talk about too. So if that resonated for you, Kathy, or for anyone who's listening, hopefully that was helpful. So I haven't read on politics since the what's his name? What's her name? Footprint. So it was like the funnest time I ever had doing politic readings. I was like, oh, that was actually fun. Just reading on.
It really amazes me how many of the readers from other countries are so up on what our politics are. And it's like, I couldn't tell you who their prime minister or whatever is to save my soul with most countries. There's a few that I know, but much less how their government operates. It just surprises me how many people are aware of what we go through. All right, I pulled for you Follow the Wisdom of Positive Elders. So, I think you're going to have his base show up because they always show up to make him feel wonderful. But I also think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to look towards their elders who are like, really? He's coming here because of him. We're dealing with this. There's going to be a lot of unhappy people, I think, that show up.
Yeah, I'm getting like
And
listen to what they have to say. It's like get rid of it. Nope. Like nah. I'm the end of blank. That's why I got Destroyer. It's like oh shoot. Like, oh no one gets hurt, but it's kind of like they don't want to listen to what he has to say. So it's kind of like with manifesting. I feel like or if with Trump, it's just like he wants to just see what when it comes to this situation, he's trying to manifest that, but the people are just not having it. They just want to just, nope. It's like, nada. So even like these two cars together for the resonance, it's kind of like they are just when it comes to Trump being there. And it's just like, like, it's like really like, what's he here for? It's like, just with this masculine message, it's like they don't want to listen to what he has to say. So it's kind of like, it's like if he says something, it goes to people's one ear, it goes out the other. It's like, nope. None of that. So trying to get rid of what he's trying to say or do or whatever. So that's what I'm feeling from the energy of that question too. So
all right. And next one I pulled was use earth energy to ground yourself. That's going to I have a feeling that this is going to be a lot of people using this concept of trying to bring to light the fact that what this man did is allowing the poison to go into the earth. And so we're going to have to ground ourselves. We're going to have to pull from spirit to not give up, but to keep fighting against that. And then I pulled a fun card. It said, in other words, meditate. Sit down and shut up, which is what we need to tell him to do. Sit down and shut up. That's my personal opinion. For entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Right. Exactly.
I'm just a crazy old white-haired lady. I don't know anything. All right, let's see here. Who next? All right, Teresa Hadarian. Hadarian. I don't know. I probably murdered that. If so, I'm sorry.
Hmm. Lost your car keys.
Have you looked behind the washer and dryer? Not in the washer and dryer, but behind the washer and dryer. Like if you pull them out from the wall. I don't know why that picture came into my head. I just got this visual of washer and dryer. And of course, they wouldn't be in it or you would have found it by now doing clothes.
Hmm.
But if they fell out of a pocket or something and fell behind or underneath a washer and dryer,
Hmm.
I'm just, like I said, some of these gifts that are waking up in me are still brand new. And so I'm still trying to, thank you, Willow. um, no, I'm not crying. It's my eyes tearing again. Um, I just keep seeing a washer and a dryer.
I see a chair too. For you, Teresa. I don't know why. I just doing my mediumship reading too. I just saw a visual of it, just like a recliner chair too. If you have it in your
That was my next thought. Recliner. Yeah.
yeah, I actually just saw that on my wall. I was like, recliner? I was like, okay. So, it's probably, if you want to look there, I mean, I could be totally wrong about it, Teresa. So when it comes to that, hopefully that, is helpful too, just saying that for educational and entertainment purposes. So, yeah, I just saw like a recliner and it was kind of like, the ones that you just have to footstool and it kind of rolls up. So, I mean, hopefully, that was helpful too for you, Teresa, when it comes to that. And
I
that's,
like what Lisa said. Now Ohio is switching to a blue state. Yeah, when there's massive damage done, that's when all the people say, okay, these Republicans are crazy.
yeah.
And they start voting in Democrats. And then the Democrats are left trying to clean up the mess, quite literally. Um,
Hmm.
I love you too, Willow. One gray haired old lady to another. Uh, I'll be
Oh, man.
62 this year. Wow, 62. That's a number I never thought I'd hit. Never thought I'd get that far. Okay, next. Rose Blue, can I get a card today, please? Thanks.
Sure.
Absolutely.
That's true, Frank. Good stuff there. That was for sure.
Well, I tell you, Willow, I've never actually found something like some people just pop right out. Yeah, look here. I just, when I read the question, it was like washer dryer in my face. Just, and then my next thought was recliner, just as Jay was saying it. So I was picking up his vibes.
I just the thing I saw on my wall because I do the media ship reading. I see images right away. So it's like running in relationship with Debbie and Kim. It was
Now,
like,
see, so far with me, it's I hear things. It's like I'll just
oh,
know something, or I'll literally hear a voice in my ear saying, da 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 da. And that's unnerving trying to get used to that. This is the first time I had a visual, just a picture in my face. It was like, okay, that's wild. So,
hmm. Okay, Rose, I got a beautiful message for you tonight. And this card came up again too. So when it comes to strength. And it just when it comes for you, just really connecting with your inner strength, just really feeling that from the inside out to connect with that inner badass, that inner warrior. I say warrior princess, but warrior queen too, if you want to just, say it, metaphorically, just really connecting with that inner strength too that you have within too. So when it comes to that, just feeling that with your body, with your heart, with your mind, to really just really connecting with that inner strength, to connect with that inner badass that you have within you, because we all have this in ways too, especially when it comes to men, and especially when it comes to women too, just to connect with that inner warrior too, that inner strength, and just really connecting with that from the inside out. So if this message resonates with you, Rose Blue, much love to you, and that's what I have for you when it comes to strength. So beautiful card came out again.
Yes, it is. I love that picture. That's
Yeah, she's a
gorgeous.
badass, isn't she? She went toe to toe with Hercules and hold her ground still, from what the legends say too. So it's really interesting.
That's
Very
awesome.
nice. Oh yeah.
Okay. I pulled the Dragon of Courage. Spirit just wants you to remind you to be courageous.
Dragons are a
Step out.
representation of strength too.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's very
that's
true. This
yeah.
is my where's the box? Dragon Path deck that I just got. That was a gift from a subscriber. And they have like earth dragons, guardian dragons, celestial dragons. They're broken up into groups, which is really intriguing when you sit and read through the book. But this is the one here, courage. Just a reminder to just stand in your courage. And then I pulled YOLO, Carpe F and Diem.
Oh, nice.
So take that as you like, but be courageous in the process of it.
Mhm.
Okay, we're at 116, Jay, and I've got 2 questions left. Can you hang for 15 more minutes?
Yeah, it's your show. Yeah, you got it. It's cool. hmm
Well, I try to be mindful and not keep people too long so that they will come back. I don't want to wipe y'all out and just like, I don't want to go over there. She's talks for 3 hours. You know.
uh,
All right, let's see. Lisa would like a card.
Elise, what's up, Elise?
I have a
Cards.
chance to move this fall.
Okay. Oh, use all my decks for this one. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that.
What did Kathy say? Oh, wonderful. That's great, Kathy. You're going to enjoy Jay's channel.
Yep. Oh,
Hi, Wendy. I didn't see you pop in. I'm
what's up, Wendy?
sorry. I should have said hello earlier.
Me too. Shout out to Wendy. Hope you're doing well.
I try to catch y'all as you come in and say hello. All right.
Much love, Wendy.
Well, I pulled 2 for you. And the first one I pulled was the 9 of Pentacles, which is rewards, luxury, fruits of your labor. So this is a yes card. So this is saying yes, that you have a good chance of moving for the fall. But then I pulled the Hierophant reversed. I never pull reversed cards. Don't ask me how this one got turned upside down in the deck. I don't know. But it says going against the grain, unconventional, blind faith, the energy of the unexpected. It's a maybe card. So I would say, yes, the chance is good, but there's a lot of preliminary work you need to do in the process for it, because you want to make sure that um, all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, and that you find a place that's not only nice but safe and doesn't cost a flippin' fortune. Good luck in that department. Um, oh, and I almost forgot. Everybody gets a fun card. Let me pull you a fun card here. It says cultivate inner Buddha. Have a beautiful day. So let Buddha in and let him run things for a little while. All right, Jay, it's all yours. Or did you go
Oh, I
yet?
didn't go yet.
Oh,
But
see, I've been letting you go first all this time. I didn't realize you hadn't gone.
no, that's okay. No, no worries. I'm just going with the flow. But for you, Lise, when it comes to your moving situation, and for your question, also, I got three cards for you. So feel free to comment if any of these messages resonate for you when it comes to your question. And just like when it comes to playfulness, just really having fun exploring when it comes to looking for a new place, finding that kind of sanctuary when it comes to finding that new place for yourself too for the fall. And it's kind of like, exploring your options just when it comes to what you can afford, what you're looking for, when it comes to your home preference, also just really bringing that playfulness towards you and really being open to that also just when it comes to looking for a new place and just when it comes to your question also. But sometimes when it comes to looking for that place, it can be really difficult, but at the same time, just if you take the time for yourself to have faith within yourself to not give up when it comes to just really looking for that special place too that you want to move to during the fall also, and just really being open to bringing that faith in towards yourself, to not giving up to the goals that you set for yourself when it comes to moving for the fall, and just in general also, and especially for you, Lise, too, just when it comes to just not giving up on yourself to when it comes to your goals for moving for the fall, not just always sticking with that, always having faith when it comes to yourself for that goal too. And just to really to help you with that also, just really taking action to really just going through those kind of obstacles also, just when it comes to just find that kind of right place for yourself too, however long it takes when it comes to that. It could be for the fall, for the winter, it could be for just like in spring or next or summer too, however long it takes to just when it comes to making that move to just for for yourself and to really just find that place also, just really going through those obstacles to really taking action with that also, even just like asking for guidance too. How can I get you through this situation when it comes to moving in the fall also, or and just really doing that, and however long it takes to just really taking action with that from a healthy place. So if any of these messages resonate with you, Lise, just when it comes to just bringing that playfulness, just when it comes to just really find that kind of place that you want to have for yourself, finding that fortress that I usually call it when it comes to moving, finding that new home too, and just not giving up on yourself too when it comes to that also, just really having faith within yourself and the outcome of that too, however long it takes and how it'll look like too, just always continue to have faith within yourself too with this powerful message here of Joan of Arc, and just like taking action to really just going through those obstacles as well, just when it comes to when it comes to the moving situation, however long it takes and how you do that also, just really taking action to really just going through those obstacles and just really doing that from a healthy place too for your moving situation. So hopefully that was helpful, Lise, and much love to you. And I'm going to pray.
Beautiful cards.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful cards. Okay, we got one left.
Oh, it's all good. All right.
Ta-da! Last one.
Will I earn?
DCJ. Will I earn money this year?
Hmm.
Well, I certainly hope so if you want to eat. Sorry, I'm being flipped. That wasn't nice. Sometimes the smart ass in me comes out before I can stop myself.
Oh, awesome, Luis. Yeah, you will not settle. Yeah, definitely not giving up. I gotta
Oh,
get.
great, Lisa. I'm glad they resonated with you.
So
You got it, Willow. Do I have your email, Willow, my dear?
I feel like DC. Do you have like hobbies that you love to do? Because I feel like
If
you're
not,
very
I'll ask Allie. I'm sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
okay. No, that's cool. Just tapping in. I'm just wondering if
Willow asked me a question and I spotted it and I was like, oh, I don't know if I have her email.
it's all good. Yeah,
If
I'll
I
just.
don't, I'll get it from Allie.
Oh, cool, cool. I was saying for DC, I was just wondering if he has any hobbies because I feel like he's very determined, or whoever this person is very determined too. I'm just curious about that. I'm just sensing something from it. So I'm just gonna pull some cards for DC. Let's see.
I just really feel like this is a pendulum question.
Hmm.
Let's swing a pendulum on this one.
I'm getting a yes. I kind of, when it comes to this feeling, it's a yes, but it's also like like a something I want to add some to it too. I'm not saying me, but I just got a feeling to pull some cards for DC just when it comes to that as well. Good question.
All right, DCJ. Okay. Will DCJ earn money this year? Well, that went into a direct yes
Hmm.
very clearly.
Yeah, I got
Front
that.
and back is yes for me, side to side is no for me. So you definitely got a yes.
Hmm. I got that too.
And let's pull you a fun card while Jay finishes his shuffle.
Wow. Okay. Hmm. All
Oh,
right.
wow. Well, okay, Karen. Wow, I wasn't even aware of that. Well, honey, we will definitely be saying some prayers for you.
Hey, Karen. MK Karen. Oh man.
She had a stent put in her kidney and is
Oh,
having surgery next week for two masses found in their uterus.
oh man. I'll pray for you, MK Karen. That's right.
Most definitely. You need to email Linda Grindle, Linda G, Comanche Psychic, because she does her prayer thing every week. Um, so she can put it out there. She did it. This week's was done early. She did it earlier. I caught it. So it's like usually every Tuesday or Wednesday, she does prayers. And she got a large group of people that listen to her. So you know you're getting some praying done. You're ready to go for it.
Okay. So DC, I got three cards for you. I got a strong yes when it comes to earning money too, and it's got a strong yes. But I'm not. I'm just really sensing that you have like a lot of hobbies too, or some or a particular hobby that you love to do. Also, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just really sensing that too with your question, and just like feeling that too. And I want to share these three cards with you too. So when it comes to listening, just really listening to what you actually, when it comes to any kind of like hobbies you have or goals that you have too, when it comes to earning money too. So just really listening to yourself too, just when it comes to this card right here also, just really listening to when it comes to, how can I, earn money too? So when it comes to listening to that, listening to your body with your heart, mind, and just really being open to doing that for yourself too. And just like, when it comes to taking that big step, also when it comes to money, if you just want to get like a job, or if you want to just use like a hobby that can help you to make money, also, or a passion that you love to do too, it's really connecting with your inner strength, also, just when it comes to that, also, just really connecting with your inner strength from the inside out. Just connect to that, that strong person within, from within, to that inner warrior, to really just, connect with that also. And just like when it comes to just really, earning that money too, just like, any kind of goals that you have for yourself too, just really connecting with that, connecting with your inner strength to just really pursue any kind of goals that, that can help you to earn money as well. Just really connecting to that inner warrior from within. And just like when you do that, also, you know, make that opportunity to make money and just really connecting with that inner warrior. Just always remember too to really just taking action, to really just rest also as well. Because when it comes to earning money too, it can really, help us to, be in a better place. But also it can really just, you know, make us feel kind of heavy when it comes to just, working hard just to really earn that money too. Just always remember to just rest, to recharge your batteries. And to also when it comes to sleep as well. Sleep is essential for the body, for the heart, for the mind, to really just, take care of our overall well being. And just like for you too, DC, it's just to really, just taking some rest when you can too, and just really taking action with that when it comes to your own well being. Just not forgetting, your own well being when it comes to pursuing your goals, when it comes to finding another job, or just when it comes to pursuing any kind of goals and hobbies that can help you to make money too. So, and just always not forgetting, your overall well being, to always just rest when you can, and really just taking action on that as well. So, if any of these messages resonate with you too, DCJ, when it comes to your question too, much love to you, saying that respectfully, and many blessings. And that's it, sure.
All right. And I didn't, I'm trying to reach my pad here. So I can write this down real quick since Willow said something. And if I
Yeah.
don't write it down, I will forget it.
Oh, you're welcome, DC. I just really sense that you're a passionate person, and you're determined, just always, and you mentioned that working on your sleep, and definitely because sometimes when I push myself, if I'm doing like a lot of live streams, or just doing like a lot of sessions where people, I tend to, like push myself too hard. I always just take the time to just rest and recharge my batteries. So definitely, I can understand where you're coming from with that, and glad these cards were helpful for you. It's nice to meet you too. So I'll shut up and let Sherry do her thing.
Okay, well, we did the pendulum read, so that was good, but I still owe you the fun card. It says, show up and throw it down. Don't phone it in. So do it, do it, do it, do it. You got to show up, you got to do the work, and the money will come. Um, you can't just sit at home and be like, how come I'm not making any money? Well, because you're not doing anything. You have to put the effort in. But the pendulum says, yes, you will. So, and even though this was a fun card and just for laughs, it kind of backs up what I got with the pendulum and what Jay said. Don't just phone it in. Show up and do the work, and you're going to reap the rewards for it. So,
Hmm.
um, and that's it. We got through all our questions.
Yeah, you got this, DCJ. Just really, just listening to yourself, what you need to, how you can do that. So hopefully, I'll continue to pray that you make money however you can when it comes to any kind of goals that you have too. So yeah, cool stuff, guys. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for letting us read for you. Jay, thank you for coming on. We've been trying so hard to get our schedules to mesh. But
Yeah,
we're
that's all
glad we finally got it to work so we could get
right.
together. And I've only known you now for what, 2 years, 3 years, something like that. So
Yeah, it's you
Um,
always have a fun time with you, Sherry. So it's all good.
that's it.
So,
My little buddy.
it's all good. It's all good.
I think of you like my son. You're actually younger than my son. So
Oh, how old's your son? He's like
he
30.
just turned 39.
Oh, okay. I'll be 35 in like April. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, he just turned 39 on the 3rd
Oh
of
wow. Okay.
February. So
Cool.
he just had his birthday. And,
You're
and I
welcome.
look at him and think, what happened? You were a toddler yesterday. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's what my dad says too. Yeah.
And
And my mom used to say that too before she passed.
when you're a toddler, your parents are like, oh God, would you hurry up and grow up? You're driving me crazy. And then you grow up and they're like,
He's
what
still a baby.
happened? You were a baby yesterday. Why are you all grown now?
I know. That's how I see my niece because she's 14. I just remember her being a baby. I'm not her dad. I'm her uncle. So it's like,
Yeah, well, that's how I am with my nephew. I mean, you know, been there since practically the day he was born, and now he'll be 18 in October, I think it is. It's like, no, that's not right.
right?
That's not right at all. It's like, oh my God, I'm getting old. So,
No.
well,
Much
I
love.
wish everybody a very, very, very happy Mardi Gras, and
Yes.
thank you
Thank
for coming
you.
and spending time with us. And
Anytime. Thank you for the new people I met and Sherry too for inviting me on your channel if you ever want to be on my channel.
you are welcome anytime.
Yeah, of course. Same to you.
Give
And
me a holler if you ever need somebody to come on yours and I'm not at work,
oh yeah,
because
definitely.
you're usually on when I'm at work. So it's,
Yeah, I get it.
although there have been a few times I've snuck out for a break to go on your show to like wish
Yeah.
Mandy a happy birthday and something else one day. I don't remember what it was. Somebody would, when I did the birthday thing for Mandy and somebody saw me and they're like, who are you talking to in the bushes?
Yeah.
Because I had the phone in front of me, because I was with selfie mode. And it wasn't like you would normally, if you're talking to someone, you normally don't stand there, with a phone in front of you. It's like I jumped on a live stream to wish somebody happy birthday. And
Appreciate it though. I get
they
it.
all think I'm crazy at work anyway. So, they're getting used to it.
Mm, all good. Much love to all you guys in the chat room back there too.
Much, much love. Thank you all very, very much for being here. And
You're
thank you
welcome.
for the questions and everything. And Jay, anything coming up
I'm
for
just doing a
you?
show on Saturday at 8 p.m. So if you guys want to talk about relationships or just want to have a good time, laugh your ass off, and just cut loose, I mean, feel free to tune into my after hour conversations, open discussions, place for people to have fun.
Do you do those on YouTube through StreamYard, or you do those on Instagram?
I do those on YouTube. So I do it
YouTube.
like every Saturday at 8 p.m. when I get a chance to do so. So if I can't do it Saturday, I usually do it like on the like at night on like on a weekday or weekend, wherever I can too. So, but usually I like to do it on the weekends so people could cut loose, have fun if you're not doing anything, and just have fun too, throwing cards, talking about relationships, sexuality. I mean, we go we go. It's like for adults only, so it's kind of like we go. I say crazy, but it's kind of like to really cut loose.
It's definitely an adults only show.
Yeah, it's definitely for adults. So even like
And we all need that sometimes. Just
yeah,
to let that out. So,
actually for the grown folks. Yeah,
well,
definitely.
thank y'all very much for being here. I'm going to play a little clip to sign us out. Sisters of the Mystical Tarot is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And that's me and Marina, Heart Center Tarot, Val from Dragonfly Crystal, Amy from Amy's Smiling Love and Light, Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. No, is Allie on there? No, Allie's not on there. Allison, that's what I'm thinking. Allison. There's Allison and there's Ivana from Ivana Intuitive that just joined us. So, and Heather from Indigo Jaguar, who's has been out the last few weeks. Heather hasn't been feeling 100%, so she's kind of taking a little breather, and certainly could use any prayers
Right.
sent her way to just feel better and get her strength back and get back to normal again. And we all miss seeing her smiling face around here. So y'all have a wonderful Mardi Gras, what's left of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start this and say goodnight.
Of course.